I could introduce my guest as the captain of India's cricket team, but Sourav Ganguly is much more than that. He's an icon to a nation, and as cricket faces its worst ever crisis, he's the one man who we look to for his integrity and his belief in our country. We'll talk about cricket's crisis later. Let's talk a little bit about you. When did you first realize you were going to be a professional cricketer?
Well, I didn't want to be a professional cricketer till I was 19, because I come from Bengal, where it was a place where people play football. And I, as a youngster, played football right throughout my childhood. In fact, I never played cricket till I was 14.
Which team did you support football?
Mohun Bagan.
Oh, you were Bagan.
I used to support Mohun Bagan. And I never played cricket till I was 14. I used to play football for my school and regular football. I never picked up a cricket bat.
Why? Isn't that unusual?
Yeah, it was
even in Calcutta, which is a soccer crazy city, there are cricket fans.
Yeah, there are, but maybe I didn't get that opportunity, or maybe I was more interested in playing soccer. And I kept on playing for my school. I captained my school, which are big tournaments in the school level in Bengal. And once I came out of school at the age of 14, then I didn't get enough opportunity to play football. And my parents wouldn't allow me to go and practice because I had to miss my studies. And none of us would take such a risk then. But then it was one winter holiday when I just finished my class 10 exams. And then I used to be very naughty when I was young. So my father said...
When you were young, not now.
Not now. So when my father said, since you're not doing anything, you might as well go and practice. And my brother used to play for Bengal schools and under-19 Bengal. So he said, why don't you go and practice with your brother? But they wouldn't allow me to do that because he used to play for the state side. And they just won't allow anybody to come and go and practice. So then I went into a coaching center. I never had any kit. I used to pick up my brother's bats and pads and just go and play for fun. It was more to keep me busy.
But when you first time you picked up a bat and faced a bowler, it wasn't something you said, hey, this comes naturally to me.
See, obviously I played tennis ball cricket in my house and in my pada. With the tennis ball in Calcutta, which is quite common.
That's right.
So it was not absolutely new to me.
So were you like the sort of tennis ball cricket champion of Behala, or was it?
No.
You weren't that good?
No, I was not that good. Then I kept on practicing, then I started liking the game. And one incident happened was that I had gone to the nets, and the Bengal under 15 was supposed to play a practice game against Orissa. Under 15 2 days later, and one of the members got injured. So my coach asked me, do you want to play? I said, fair enough, I am not doing anything, why not? And they picked me, and I scored runs that game.
Straight out? Straight
away, from nowhere. I scored runs, and still then, my mother wouldn't allow me to play. I had to go to classes, to school regularly. Then they suddenly announced my name in the under 15 state squad, and then it kept on going.
And it just came naturally?
Just came naturally, yeah.
Your mother, who we spoke to when we were researching this program, says that you were and are very stubborn. Is that fair?
No, all mothers say their kids are stubborn.
No, all mothers don't say that. Most mothers say the opposite.
And I am not a stubborn person.
No?
No, I don't think so.
But you had a reputation when you first joined the Indian side for attitude. Was that fair? Or?
That was wrong, absolutely wrong. I was a 17-year-old guy. I just played one season of Ranji Trophy for Bengal. And as a young boy, I used to see people like Kapil Dev, Azharuddin, Dilip Vengsarkar, watch them on television and be a hardcore fan of Indian cricket. And then in a year's time, I landed up among them to play for India. So obviously, I just can't jump from nowhere and speak or talk, because it took me a little bit of time to settle down.
Is that story about you refusing to go out with the drink straight?
It was all rubbish.
What actually happened?
No, I don't know. When I came back after the trip of Australia back home, I read in the newspapers that the manager on the tour had said I had refused to carry drinks, which was not at all true. I think being a part of the 14 is a big honor, and I cherished every moment of those 3 months where I was in Australia, although I didn't play much.
Around the time they dropped you from the team, I lived in Calcutta, and all of us at that stage felt that an attempt had been made to fix you. Did you feel that way, that you'd been victimized?
Well, I just couldn't do anything. In no way I'm a person who's going to go and tell people or tell the press that I didn't do it. I don't believe in all that, and I think I couldn't do it. because that would have had no effect. So I was enjoying the game, and at no way I thought ki, no, I'm not enjoying playing for Bengal, and when will I get an opportunity
But
to
did
play
you
for
realize
India
you'd be
again?
back in the test team, that this was
No,
only a
I never
phase?
thought that.
You didn't think that? You thought
I
it
never
might be over?
I thought it was over for me because the reports that had come after that, which were absolutely false. I did not even imagine that I could make a comeback.
People who know you, I mean, your mother says you're stubborn, but people who know you say that beneath the sort of taciturn exterior, you're actually quite a sentimental and sensitive person. Is that fair?
I am actually. I am a very soft person.
You're a Cancerian.
I am, yeah.
It's July 8th, right?
8th of July.
Like Sunil Gavaskar, who's also Cancerian, has the same initials.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So, you must have been hurt during that phase.
I was. Obviously, I was hurt as a youngster, when somebody blames you for nothing, and that too in a sport in which you want to do well, and you know at the back of your mind that you haven't done any wrong. So obviously you were hurt, but then you couldn't do anything.
And you wouldn't talk about it, if I remember correctly.
And you talk to whom? Nobody would listen.
The press, the media, we would have all
I was not interested.
Why?
Because they wouldn't listen. And I was never that type who was going to go and ask for sympathy. I've never done it. I'll never do it.
So you were proud as well?
Obviously I was proud. I was selected for India. But I never thought at that
but
stage.
Too proud to talk about it.
No, not too proud. Maybe some people have their own way
of coping
with things.
Okay. When you got back in the team, how did that feel?
Well, again, I was absolutely overjoyed, to get back again after 5 years. And if I wouldn't have got back that year, probably I would have quit.
You would have quit?
Yeah, because I was getting old. I was already 23. I had to choose my life.
If you had quit, what would you have done?
Probably continued with my studies. I was doing my MBA. I would have continued with it and probably taken up a career in studies.
Would you have regretted that?
At this stage, yes.
No. You didn't know it would work out so well. So given that you weren't probably going to be included, we all thought, were you happy about the idea of giving up cricket and going into becoming a business?
Not at all, not at all.
So
this
cricket
is
was your
the
love.
sport I loved. And this is what I want to do in life, and I always wanted to do. And if I had to quit for not getting an opportunity, obviously I wouldn't like it. But then life goes on. I had to do something else.
So you were quite stoic about it.
Yeah, I was, but it would have obviously shattered me a bit.
When you did get into the team and the success started coming, how did that feel?
Well, I got back into the team in '96 in the tour of England. I got an opportunity. I knew that would be my first and last opportunity, and I knew I would get only one test.
But when the success came, when the adulation came, did you say to yourself, I've proved them wrong for all the things they wrote about me 5 years ago? Or that played no role in your mind?
Honestly, that thought didn't even come even once. The innings I played at Lords, I've never batted better than that in Test cricket. I've played 5 years now, I've become more matured, I've played a lot of other games, I've scored a lot of hundreds for India. But I've never batted the way I batted at Lords in my first test. So I think God was kind.
Destiny?
Could be, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
There's more to come. Don't go away.